Hey, this is Jacqueline with Sound Body Wisdom. So this is part 2 to the video about our inner tribe. And it was a lot of information, so I wanted to basically break it down into steps and hopefully help you sort of manage all the content of the other video. So if I was going to break it down probably into like 6 steps. So the first thing is using your awareness to actually notice when there is a shift inside, when you shift from that place of sort of neutrality, of feeling balanced, that wise, expansive part of you, into a part of you that feels limited or contracted, or any thought or emotional pattern that feels like a restriction. So you got to notice when it's happening. So then the second step is, once you notice it, you get to press pause or interrupt it, I like to say. So don't let it just continue as usual and just be like, well, that's just how it goes, or that's the status quo. I don't believe in that. So we can always interrupt anything that's going on for us. We just have to have the awareness and make the choice to go for it. So interrupt it from continuing as usual. Because 3, you're going to choose to differentiate by speaking directly to the thought or the emotion. So by speaking directly to whatever's going on inside, even when you feel completely confused or in the dark, that's part of how you interrupt it. That's part of how you press pause. You notice it, you realize you want to pause or interrupt, and then you make that choice to differentiate that there is a wise, expansive part of you, and it's not the one in the driver's seat right now. So you speak directly to that more restricted feeling part of you. And 4, you're going to be curious. You're going to be kind. You're going to be respectful. Like, I think being respectful is super important when you speak directly to this part. So just feel that openness and that curiosity in you to want to get to know this part. Even if you don't like it, even if it's uncomfortable, even if you're sick of it, how do you show up with curiosity, kindness, and respect? So you might want to sit with those things before trying this. Like, how do you do that when you're sick of something or don't like it or uncomfortable? How do you show up with curiosity, kindness, and respect? And then 5, ask it questions. Establish trust. Get to know more about it. So it might feel strange at first. You know, like I said, I've had people be like, wow, that sounds schizophrenic, but it really is just calling into your own unconscious and trying to collect insights. Not about where this part necessarily came from or why, but just be like, you know, what do you need? Like, tell me what's going on. Ask it for insights, ask it for clues. So just show up and ask the questions. And 6, let your intention be to develop a relationship which brings natural integration as opposed to getting rid of it. So you show up asking questions to establish trust, not with, you know, like you're chomping at the bit for it to get out of Dodge, like, get out of here. You're showing up and asking questions with the intention of developing a relationship with this part of you and creating a bridge so that it doesn't feel isolated and on the outside. So this is what helps basically the part to not feel like it's sort of this rebel that needs to take over driving the car or be yanking at your coattails or kind of disturbing the peace. If you are choosing when and how to give it attention, then it's not demanding it at all these other times when you aren't really involved or having a say in it. It's looking for an opportunity and it's grabbing hold of the wheel. So it just keeps this setup for there being this sort of like this animosity, this antagonistic relationship. And what I've seen make a huge difference in myself and with the people that I work with is actually having it be a tribe, having it be that all parts are in it together. And when your wise, expansive part, that space in you, is able to realize that and trust that and show up and hold space for these parts, make dates with these parts, talk to them when you're feeling good. That's a huge piece. So not just when there's struggle, like actually show up and talk to them when you're feeling great and resourced. To develop these relationships. I can't even say enough about how that can be a total game changer. So try these steps and remember to practice it when you're not in a heavily triggered situation. Try to do it when you're a little less activated, so more innocuous situations. And we tend to, like, if it's something that's a really strong trigger for us, where we have a strong reaction, it's really difficult to access any resource. So you want to build up your technique with this, your skill with this, in a way, your muscle memory with this, during times when you have more resource or things are not as loaded, so that you can really use that muscle memory in times when it's happening really quick and you're reacting. All right, so stay in touch. Let me know what you think with comments, and I look forward to talking to you again. All right, this is Jacqueline with Sound Body Wisdom. Thanks.